say, man? It's your boy, Sid the Great, back again here with another video on No Sugar Coat Podcast with my boy, True Royal on the beat, the best co-host that ever do it. We got Cool in the building. We know exactly who this man is. He ain't been here in a minute, but we're glad to have him back. You know what I'm saying? Glad to have you back, fam. And then we got another beautiful lady down there. She's going to introduce herself in just a moment. But before we get into all that, we're going to give all praise and honor to God because he is the reason why we're here today. Can I get amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Tell the people who you are down there.
I am Abigail. I do lashes in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
The best.
Nice to have you here. Thank you for coming out to be with us in this vibe. You understand what I'm saying?
The
This
best.
safe
Glad
place
to be
that we
here.
have, this safe space that we have provided, right? So listen, we got a little controversial topic today to talk about. Of course, we know the world that we living in and what it's turning into, so we're gonna just put it out there. Should we switch gender roles? Should there be a switch into what we feel like men should do and women should do? Talk to me. Let me hear.
Yes. You know, I just seen this post that said, imagine a world where we were ran by women, if we were ran by artists, women, healers, imagine what the world would be. We would be fed, we'll be held, we'll be hugged. Imagine.
Yeah,
Like
sounds beautiful.
You
I
know
mean, it
what?
sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds
It
lovely.
do.
How did that start though? How did we get there, and where are we now to where that's even an option?
We're not there.
We're not there,
At
not even
all.
close.
How do we get there?
Masculinity has taken over.
Is it?
Taking over.
But masculine is taken over by who? Because you got women that want to be masculine. Oh.
Is that who's taking it over? Are the I'm saying, are the women taking the masculinity, or how is that happening?
Women taking the masculinity? I think the masculinity has been buried by
Buried-
the men.
Buried by the
men.
men.
By the
Yeah.
man.
How so? We're burying it, or you guys are taking it, or like, because I feel like the
maybe.
masculinity actually is under attack at this very moment. There's a lot of, demasculated men in this world. Is that a good word? Is that
That's
okay
a good word.
to say?
Yeah.
Demasculate.
Yeah,
They've been stripped
But
from
you know
themselves.
why though, Cooley? I mean, me and my girl talk about this all the time. You got too many homes that are broken.
Yeah.
You got the mothers raising a son to be the man of the house or to be the man
Yeah.
that they wish they had.
Yes.
Right?
Men
So-
need men.
But the
So-
man that they're trying to get them to grow up to be is not a man that they've ever seen before. It's all ideals.
Right.
So now they're trying to measure up to become something they've never seen, something that
Yeah.
they don't even know is real, and they're having to use that as their palette to grow into.
That foundation
And what they
means a lot.
what they end up turning into is that yes man that the woman always wanted to. They usually tend to raise these boys into becoming simps, and into becoming basically servants for these women. You know, there's a I've actually heard about this what's called an N-word marriage, and we all know what the N-word is. And
Nutella?
I knew you were going to say
Let me stop.
I mean,
Okay, my
Oh,
bad.
wait, no. He gonna say
I mean,
something stupid.
it might look like
Oh,
Nutella,
okay, yeah.
but it ain't Nutella. You know, all skin folk.
Oh, okay.
Ain't
kinfolk.
kinfolk.
Got you. For sure.
No, but real talk. So in the N-word marriage, what would happen is the man would be taken away from the woman, and the mother would raise the children in opposite what? Gender roles. They'll flip it. They'll raise their daughters to be strong and their boys to be weak.
Yes. I agree.
And there's a lot of strong daughters out here. There's a lot of women independence, and it's being pushed. And my thing is, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. Like, I look forward to women, you know what I mean, doing their thing. I get excited to see them blossom in, the business world, especially because it's like they're so focused. And honestly, you can almost count on women more than you can count on men to get things done,
To
in
some
my
degree,
opinion. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's something that I'm not definitely like, against, but I feel like there definitely needs to be a balance between a man and a woman. And I feel like we've lost a lot of balance, throughout our generations based off of, like you're saying, women raising the men and being in fatherless homes, you know what I mean? And that's just something that I feel like, hey, maybe we do got to reverse the roles now, and let women take the charge while, like my boy said, like sit back and let the man raise the children at home and almost be like stay-at-home dads. I don't know what the situation or the solution is,
I don't know about almost. I think we should go for it.
but I feel like it sounds like a good idea now that, you know, an independent woman has brought it up. I'm
would
just
love-
supporting it.
I would love to stay at home and just, you know what I'm saying,
Take
just
care of the
do
kids.
dishes, take care of the kids. All I gotta do, as soon as they get to a certain age, just send them off to school. They gonna be good.
And
They
then
gonna
y'all
be good.
boys get
and
together.
whatever the school
Guys.
don't teach, I can teach myself.
Yes.
But would you internally be okay with that?
He's like,
Why not?
No. It's
I'd
not
love to
that.
have somebody paying my rent.
Hold on, pause.
Heck
I'm
you
not
mean?
saying I'm against it because I told my
Hold
girl
on.
all day long I'm all about being a stay-at-home dad. If she wanted to go, you know, go to the military full time or whatever job she wanted to do, and it just caused us to have, I guess, bad schedules and the kids needed somebody to be at home, I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm not opposed to it, but a lot of men these days are looked down upon because they think that way. They're not masculine enough. They're not man enough.
But
what kind of man wants to stay at the house? So I'm asking him, would you internally
But hold
be
on,
okay
wait a
with
minute. I wouldn't mind somebody paying my rent. Just pay my rent. I will gladly do the dishes.
that? You ain't wrong.
I will wash the clothes.
You ain't wrong.
Your clothes will be neatly folded.
Telling me, flow,
Neatly
swept, and mop every
folded.
day.
You gonna have some food, and we gonna eat together.
All right, and run you some bath water.
I rub
Do you know how to do any of that right now?
Baby, you want me to rub your feet?
Do you know how to do it right now?
I can learn what I don't know.
He don't want to answer that
I can
question.
learn what I don't
Because he don't know. Look, see? He don't know.
Look. I know how to wash dishes. I know how to do my clothes. I know how to do all that. I can do your clothes.
Can you cook?
Can I cook?
Not
Let me
not
tell you
just some
something.
basic nigga
Let me tell you something.
said basic.
What I don't know, I can figure out.
He can YouTube.
you
You know
don't
what I
have a
mean?
lot of time
Look,
to do that.
I got
You're not wrong, but
I got a homie that's a
speaking to
chef.
a man that grew up with two women that raised me, and they told me, you know, to learn how to cook. So I ain't gonna need a woman. I can get in that kitchen and throw down a holiday meal if I need to. You know what I'm saying? I can get in there and you know what I mean if I need to. You got some men that they burn noodles. So I mean,
Oh, I don't know about that
mean,
now. I ain't burning no noodles. That's crazy.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example. Cooley, could you do it? Stay at home dad
Absolutely.
with no problem. See
No
your
problem.
manhood or who you are as an individual.
Yeah, I mean that honestly doesn't it doesn't take away from my manhood because honestly I feel like as a man people don't realize like being emotionally intelligent is part of being a man, and being able to take care of your woman in that aspect and the fact that she can come home and trust and honestly get motivated by you, you know what I'm saying, through the things that she does because a lot of women, that's all they really need is a man's support. And she honestly, in my opinion, like women nowadays have more opportunities than men in certain situations as well too. So it's like she was saying, lawyer. Like if your woman's a lawyer, maybe your woman's a doctor, maybe she's just very smart and what she's doing is like
Just well off.
she well off, and you just got to be able to support that and also be able to control your manhood in that whole situation. That's a part of being a man too, is controlling your emotions,
Restraint.
restraint. Yeah,
I'm with you.
And
I'm with you 100%. It just don't exist no more. Not right now.
That's not true
I'm with
because
you
It never
100%.
has.
I'm here though. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
here.
but
you know
how
what I'm
many?
saying?
We talking about vast majority. How
Yeah.
many men out here like that grew up with dads that was traditional or dads that wasn't in their lives at all? They don't believe that's even an option because what society has put onto them.
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, that's the thing though. Nowadays, you just gotta like look past society because we're in a situation, honestly, where society is at a point where it needs molding itself.
Yeah.
Moving into the future, we're like this ain't the 1940s no more. It's not like we can work at a steel mill no more
No.
and have your wife stay at home because that's not how life goes. Like majority of women nowadays making way more money than men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because not only do she got a job, but she might have a little online business going on the side too, to where she's tripling your income.
Yeah.
So it's at a point to where it's like you just gotta gracefully let her have it. Like let your girl, you know what I'm saying,
Have
bring
an
that bag
online
in,
business.
the online business, and learn,
OnlyFans.
you know, and just learn how to manage it. You
Those are
become the manager.
statistics too.
That's what I'm saying. These are facts.
These are facts.
So-
Women are.
Hey, I heard OnlyFans is valued higher than Google.
Yeah, real talk. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like that would be so cool because y'all guys can come together and y'all could do guy shit. Y'all
Yeah.
could do like race car, go karts or something.
Real
you know?
talk. dog.
Oh, that's a good
Because
question.
women are here to change.
What's the question?
We are.
Nah, I let her finish your point. She got a good question over there. You
Okay.
done with your point?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Okay, I don't know if she always going down through there or something.
We was about to.
But
I'm
she
like-
said, does it really strips a man, like manhood, to raise the next generation? That we really feel that way. I'm asking the people that I don't feel that way. I would love to be at home raising my kids.
Yeah.
I would. I don't got no kids yet, but when I do, I would love to be at home raising mine.
Because do you know, like, a mom's role is important in a kid's life, but a man's role in a kid's life, it holds the same weight, maybe a little bit. I don't know, but it's really heavy.
It's
Maybe a little bit
a
more.
different
Maybe a
level
little
of
bit
weight.
more. Like it brings in a whole different energy into the kid's life that's really needed.
For sure.
Honestly, just think about all the men that don't have dads right now. Look what they doing. They running around with their heads cut off.
I ain't got a dad.
So think about it like
I'm
this. Let's
sorry, but
I'm saying I ain't got a dad.
okay,
so think about it like this.
you've done the work.
Done the work. Shadow work. Shadow work.
I love that, but without like just the people that's not like you though, because you're maybe one of a few. Think about that, because the jail is filled with how many men?
Exactly.
The jail is filled. All of them don't got daddies.
Fatherless man.
Oh yeah,
Fatherless.
trust me, I know.
Right. He was there. He was there.
Best friends with
He was there. He seen. And none of them had daddies, did they?
I took a peek.
Right.
A peek, yeah,
Peek.
that peephole for real.
Peek. I
No,
said,
for
oh,
real.
No, you know, I got another controversial
I can confirm.
question that I want to hear what y'all thoughts, especially the woman right here, right? So, do you think if more fathers were in the home, especially when it comes to little girls, we wouldn't have this OnlyFans era?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have popping that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, do you think?
know.
Hold on, no, like for real, talk
Hold
to
on.
me.
Y'all still
Hold on.
want them
You
around?
want to know who I blame?
Still want them around.
You want to know who I blame? You want to know who I blame?
You blame?
The men who buy it.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, the demand.
The
You
demand.
blame the demand.
The man.
The man.
Literally. The man.
The man.
Okay.
The man.
No,
Right.
100%. I get that, but do you feel like less women would the supply would be less though?
Nah.
That's not what I'm
The
asking.
supply
I'm not
would be
asking
less
that.
because
we know the demand's there, but
If
would
there's
supply
no
be less?
demand, there's no supply. Why would we supply? Think about it from any business. If there is a new gaming system, right? Let's say we have a gaming system called Sugar Box. Okay, we got a gaming system called Sugar Box. No Sugar Box, whatever, right? If there's no demand for the game, why would we continue manufacturing the gaming system if no one's buying it?
And that's one thing about it that is like that product is always gonna be bought. No matter they grow up with a father, mother, it don't matter. That product is always hot and it's always gonna sell. So it don't matter what kind of
Not
upbringing you come up
necessarily
in.
true, because if men have more restraint,
Nah,
they
there's
would
no- there's
understand their
no-
role in the
there's
market.
no-
See, here's the thing: you can't buy into it and then complain that all these women are acting like sluts. It's like you're incentivizing the sluthood.
Okay, wait. Listen to what I'm asking. We know all of those things are true.
Right.
We understand that. And I'm asking y'all, even if it's a small percentage, do you believe if we grew up in more foundationally sound homes with individuals that have worked on themselves and did the work before they have these children, these women will be making these decisions? Yes or no? Even if it's 1%,
They will be
it could-
making these.
You don't think it'll be
decisions
less? You don't think it'll be less?
Nah.
It is a.
Yeah.
It
You
is
think
a
it'll
role.
be the same as it is right
I
now?
don't think so.
I think maybe in other areas, because not having a father, that in a girl, that those girls don't have proper structure, proper confidence. They go out and find those things. A lot of the OnlyFans girls, they just know they look good and want to make money. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a
like,
cultural incentive
No.
and a structural incentive
Wait.
and a financial incentive.
I got you. Let's dig into that. I believe on the surface level, that's what it is. But I think these women seek that validation and attention they never got from their dad. But nobody
There's
don't want
that
to talk
too.
about that.
That's a component.
That's a component to it. Yeah, she knows she look good. Her mama and other girls that she's been around in social media has taught her how to exploit it, and there's a demand for it. All of those cards are stacked against her. But I do think, let's think about the root cause. Childhood trauma shapes a lot of us. Right? Childhood trauma shapes a lot of our minds and how we think and how we operate. And when you have that disconnect, when you don't have, let's flip it to something we probably can better understand. An emotionless man is not emotionally intelligent. What did he probably not have in his life? Or how was he told to be in his life? He probably grew up with a man that didn't know how to be emotional. They told him you're not supposed to cry.
Yeah.
And he's lacking that, right? You see, but do you see what I'm saying? You see how I'm trying to put that on the same correlation? Like if that woman had that structure, had that man in the household, was told how to value her body and look at herself and hold herself to a certain standard, I think there will be less women that will be on that time.
See, I want to build on to what you were saying. So when it comes to so when it comes to women learning how to value themselves, right?
Okay.
You have fathers. What is a father's role to be? A father's role is to show their daughter what to look for in a man. A father is a palette for their daughter. Okay, so think about how the father treats the mother. The daughter's supposed to see that, and she's supposed to see. Cause look at it from this perspective, okay, and you'll see where I'm coming from.
Talk to me.
The father is the only man that will love that daughter.
Yeah.
That's not looking for sex. So when she sees his love, she needs to use him as the palette to go find the man that she's going to love based off of her father. Why? Because he is the purest palette. Because he's not looking for the sex.
Man, get your ass out of here. Don't nobody, like, every woman don't like their father, even if he is there. Like, she might think this nigga lame as hell and go find somebody totally opposite of something that she grew up with.
Exactly. So that what you saying is
You
true.
still get
There's no
loved by a
perfect
man.
world, but subconsciously she know how I feel to be loved
That's
by the
not
right
that's
man or
not
good
always true. Like even on ATL, like Lauren London, that you know what I'm saying, they people was there, but she still was looking for a nigga that she just liked. It didn't have nothing to do with her growing up in a stable home. She wanted to get with something that.
That ain't what he's saying though.
What you mean?
He's saying that the girl won't feel what real love feel like from a man, not just like a nigga trying to crack.
I feel that, but at the same time, that's not what she wants though. Either way,
Okay, cool.
that's
Well,
not always what she
hold on,
wants.
wait.
Here's the
Hold on, let's
thing.
walk it
She
down.
can choose whether or not she wants it or not, but she knows it's there and she knows what it looks like. That's my point.
But that don't mean they always gonna gravitate to that. Is what I'm
It's
saying.
not about gravitating towards that. It's about the choice.
Let me ask you something.
That's what I'm
real quick.
saying, and she's not making that choice to be with somebody like her dad just
But you
because.
still have the palette.
Somebody like her dad just know how.
To know how it is. Let's be real. How many of those women that think that way, Cooley, how long does that really last before they start to figure out, I need to get back to what I know I should be getting? That's only that's only temporary.
That's not true. That's
Them
not
women don't
always
be
true.
with them niggas that just, come on,
Come
forever.
on, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah, are
you
we
know
talking
what
about
you got.
vast
With, I know
majority?
women who grow up in great homes and still go mess with a thug ass nigga just because it's something totally opposite of what she might just be rebellious. And the whole time, that's what we dealing with a lot of is a rebellious women. I know,
That is true,
and
too.
honestly, the ones who grow up in the best structure, the church girls. They go choose and do the wrong shit just because they're not getting the attention they want. You know what I'm saying? It may not, she might got all the attention from her father, but she want thug loving.
Need the ass whoop.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what she chooses. That's just what she wants, and that's what we're dealing with right now in today's time. Is like a majority of women, they don't want what is structurally the right way. She want to go have a good time. And nowadays, like growing up in structure, don't make you no money.
I don't feel like that's the problem. I feel like the problem lies in what you allow your child to do once they're growing up.
It don't matter. They gonna do what they want to do at a certain age. Is what I'm saying.
Letting them, if you're trying to keep them away from shit, they're gonna want to go see what the fuck it is.
Exactly.
But if you've got some type of system to where they can get out if they feel like they
That's rare though. That's what I'm saying though. It's like two extremes, bro. It's either you're gonna keep them cooped up in the crib and they're gonna eventually get old enough to go do whatever they want and they're gonna go like find the worst nigga possible just because they grew up in a home where they ain't let that happen.
said the same shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying though that it don't, just adding the father in the home ain't gonna change no situation because people gonna make their choices regardless. Growing up in a 2-parent household, that don't guarantee that your daughter gonna go to college either. You feel what I'm saying? And go do what
Nothing's
what they want to.
guaranteed, but I think there could be a change. I think you got a good.
better.
I think you got a good point, Cool, and I'm not saying you wrong, because you are right. I'm going to put that out there. You are right. There are a lot of women that grew up in the best situation and then they turned out the way they turned out. You're not wrong, but to what my boy's saying, I think they will be put up in a better situation, have a better opportunity to flourish. I think that could change their standpoint, their outcome on life, and what they decide to do with their life.
Well, it's about
Being in a
increasing that
two-parent
probability.
household, I do think it can make a difference. Maybe not vast. I mean, look at where we're at now. But we have more and more broken homes, so it's so skewed to think that we would know what it looked like if it was the opposite. There's
Right.
not many two-parent households anymore.
Right, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying too is like we can't go off of the what ifs. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But what I'm saying is like we gotta go.
You ain't never heard that? If it's a fifth,
Nah,
The way he said it,
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
he came through with it.
No, but that's the reality of it, and it's like for now I'm just speaking on too like the broken home situation, like you were just saying. So if we raising our kids, like okay, yeah, the child needs to be with his mother up until a certain age, and then you can move with your father. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it should be like that too, because I'm dealing with a situation like that myself. Like you know what I'm saying? My son growing up with his mother, and then at a certain age, I'm gonna get him when he's like 13, 14 years old. So, because now I can really like, you know what I'm saying, teach him how it is to really, really be a man. But right now, for me to just always be around my son and, you know what I'm saying, and all that, I mean, of course, that's what society wants. But I feel like in this point in day and age, it's like we have to establish a new way of raising these kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like I talk to my son on the phone all the time. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Listen to your mother, da da da. But when you come with me, it's a whole nother ball game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm teaching you how to be a man. I'm not finna sit here and you know what I mean, baby you, because you a man or you will be a man.
I feel like a lot of the people, like kids especially, like I ain't got none, but coming up, everything is learned behavior. Like if you do shit multiple times over and over again, it's just gonna be a part of your makeup. Like so, I feel like you should start earlier than more than later, especially with the little kids and shit like that.
And I want to piggyback on what you said. That was just what I was going to say. Cooley, I like what you're thinking and, you know, what you're doing. I understand it. But you got a long uphill battle ahead of you because the longer that you wait to get involved in that way, the harder it's going to be to get them over that slope because them learned behaviors are already there. You're not
Right.
there at that most pivotal time. And I'm not saying teach him how to be a man at 6, but start instilling those values and those way of thinking. At 13, 14, just like an older person, you almost set in your ways. It's hard. You got to break them.
Yeah, right.
You don't
And
think
that's
it's
cool.
harder to break
Man,
them though?
nah,
Why would you want
nah,
to break
you-
instead of getting them from the get go?
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, because then you got to show them a whole new way of living. Like, yo, change. Like you saying, things change, right? And so that's how you have to create change. You got to create change in your son. Like, okay, cool. You was peeing in the bed from, you know what I'm saying, 1 to 3, whatever the case may be. But at a certain point, you got to be held to a standard. Like, okay, when you at daddy house, that shit changed. You ain't pissing at my house. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain ways that's instilled in you because that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really around my father till I was like 13, 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? To a point where my mom was like, look, I can't handle him no more. You know what I'm saying? He's a growing boy. So now he got to be around men to where it's like, okay, yeah, you can do those same things you was doing at 13, 14 years old, but that shit ain't gonna fly over here. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it like that. You're not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? You know, try to bully smaller kids because now you in a position right now where you around grown ass men. So you can't, you know, you got to learn how to adjust your game, and instead of, you know what I mean, you know, trying to do it as a kid, I mean, you almost like you really wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it to where, you know, I'm 13 now, so Dad, I want to be able to be around, talk to girls, and do certain shit that men do. You know, when you with your mama, like that's different when y'all over there, and being able to separate those two things, I feel like is very important as well. You know, learning how to conduct yourself when you with your mama in comparison to conducting yourself when you with your dad, and I just feel like that's how we should start raising kids from here on out because that's pretty much the broken homes that we coming up in. If you had that option, you know what I'm
Cooley,
saying?
I mean, I love what you're saying, and it's so crazy because I see why you had that viewpoint that you have because that worked for you. And we grow up in a world we have so many generational curses that we put onto our children. That could have worked for you, but that may not work for your son. Just because you raised up that way. Let's take Royal, for instance. Royal, if your dad raised up in a household where he had to go to the military, he had to be this, he had to do that, that was the way that he was viewed as a man, he probably couldn't put that on you or he was going to have resentment against him. Right or wrong? But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To some extent, what you're saying is right, and I get your viewpoint. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's just so many different ways that you can think about it when it comes to how you want to raise a kid and how you want to get involved. Because we talking about two parents in the household. How can you differentiate the time when you a mom and you a dad if y'all all in the same household
I feel
with
like
siblings?
he's in a different position because his baby mom willing to be like, oh, yeah, you can go with your dad when you get this age. A lot of people, baby mom,
A lot of people not willing to do that.
shit, you just gone.
You're right. So how do you navigate it outside of that? If you are together or apart and the baby mama or even the dad is not willing to give their child at 13, I'll go stay with your dad. I'll go stay with your mom.
Right,
That's
no,
why that's kinda
I
like-
feel it. I know that a lot of people don't operate like that, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, I feel like that is the best way to go about it if you're already coming up in a broken
If you
household.
don't, that's
You
respect.
feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
On all parties, you know what I'm saying, to make it easier for everybody. Like, I'm not saying like don't be with both of your parents, but I'm just saying like if you coming up in a broken home, there has to be a new system established for you to get all the nutrients of growing up as a person into one, and that I feel like is a solution to where it's like at a certain age your son want to be a man or your daughter want to be a woman, you know what I mean? And there has to be some type of balance or a reach for balance, and I feel like that's the reason why we in the position right now that we in, because we not getting no balance at all. A lot of men growing up straight feminine, you know what I'm saying? You see these men, they just, you know, they clocking a T too. It's like bro, you know what I'm saying? You got to get around some niggas that's going to tell you like, bro, that ain't no real nigga shit. That ain't what we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't clock the tea over here. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we don't drink tea over here. You know what I mean? And for you to be a man, you got to, Yeah, put your pinky down, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Say that shit with your chest. And I feel like at some point, you got to be put in that position in order to get that balance, and that's all I'm saying. And I feel like, you know, it's not gonna, it don't always happen, you know, because we never grew up in, well, I ain't gonna say we, because everybody didn't grow up the same, but
Idealistic little.
yeah, the idealistic 2-parent household thing, all of that, bro, is like, that's fantasy land. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta teach these kids how they getting it, you know what I'm saying, how they living, you know. And like you were saying, there's a lot of broken homes, so it's like we got to come up with a way to fix the broken system. You know
What
what
if
I'm
that
saying?
father don't want to be involved or the mother don't want to be involved?
Right. Well, that's a whole different situation.
But I'm telling you, man, I love what you're saying, and it's a great idea, but it's just not the vast majority. You got fathers that don't want to be involved in their kids' life.
But it's
at
a
all.
reason for that too, though. I mean, a lot of the times the father don't want to be involved because of the mother, the way the
Well,
mama acting.
You
I mean,
chose her, though. You laid down and had kids with her.
yeah, but at the same
That
time,
both
gotta
did,
be a
though.
man
but they
about-
both did,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
Exactly.
yes.
And being a man is cool, but she also
100%,
has to
but
be
you
a
gotta
woman
be a
to
man
accept the
about it.
fact that y'all did this together.
That
He didn't
is
do this
true.
by himself.
And at the end of the day, she has the final say. Let's just be honest. In
That's
this day and
very
age,
true.
she has the final say.
Okay,
And it
that's
shouldn't be
true,
like
but-
that either.
But would you give up?
Who?
Would you give up?
Would
Give
I
up
give
what?
up?
If we're saying these things, and it sounds great, guys. I'm
Right.
not disagreeing with y'all. But you got some men that'll try for a year or two. The baby mama doing too much. I don't want to deal with it, and they quit completely, never in the kids'
But
life.
that's what I'm saying. That's the problem.
question.
Well,
But
that's the
here-
problem.
I'm saying.
Here's-
Y'all are validating while they do what
They
do.
get no.
Would
It's
you
not
stop?
validation. It's just the reality of the
We
thing.
know
Like,
the reality,
okay,
but
so
what are we gonna do outside of that?
that's
We
what I'm
know
telling
what
you.
it
I'm
is.
telling you the situation is getting to a certain point where you have, like we was talking, like y'all was talking about earlier, is the communication.
The fix is in the court system. They will have to stop leaning all the way toward the woman's side.
Yeah, that is true.
But-
because here's the thing: you can't force a woman to give that man time realistically. You can on paper, but not realistically.
But that's the problem
Okay,
too, though.
I
You
get
getting the
that.
courts involved too. It's like
But the court start off on the woman's side automatically. Just
Because the
but-
woman is a default parent. We know why that happened. She
Yeah.
had the baby.
we don't know.
We know why that happened.
Right.
That's just the way it's built. We understand that. I get what you're saying.
And it
It's
didn't
hard
used
have
to
some
even be
leeway.
that way. That's the crazy part.
You automatically gonna put the financial side of the shit on the man and be like everything else responsible is on
It's on the man and on the woman for her to take care.
So-
just come to some type of agreement and be like, all right, let's do it like this.
So why not switch it again?
Automatically putting the court in your business off the bat.
But that's what we talking about. We
So you
talking about
saying
switching.
don't record your
So-
business. Is that what you?
Right. Well, that's what I mean, I would suggest, but a lot of times it don't come down to that because they not communicating like that. 9 times out of 10, the woman wants that money. You know what I'm saying? She want to put that nigga on child support. She's emotional, so she's feeling a certain type of way. So either she gonna make him pay or she's gonna make him feel a certain type of way by keeping the kids and not letting you see the kids and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And taking your rights away as a father, especially if you sign that birth certificate. That child is 50% yours, just the same as it's 50% hers. You feel what I'm saying? Because like we said, y'all, it take two to tango. You know what I mean? So
But that don't guarantee it's theirs.
what you mean?
Women lie about who the father is. Let's be honest.
Right, and that's what I'm saying though, and that's why we coming into a conversation of, you know what I'm saying, working something out that makes sense for a broken home. But if you running off with the kids and you know what I'm saying, and you not trying to have your child grow up with their father, you're the problem.
Okay, I'm with you. I got you. I understand where you're coming from. Let's give a single mother a moment to
Yes,
speak about
thank you.
what's her ideas on this, because I'm not a parent either, is Royal, so there's only so much that we could, talk about. But you as a single mother, out of everything we've been saying up here, share your thoughts. Take as long as you need. Talk to us about how you would navigate, or
So me and my son's father are the same age, and I don't know, some men take longer to mature, and then the youngest, oldest, and middle child, that plays a part in how that person is. So I've had a baby with the youngest, who's babied by his whole family. So he still didn't really understand the concept of parenting, but if I would have done things different, I would have stayed with him, because that kid needs a dad. Men bring structure into the kid's life. My son don't listen to me, but guess what? There's been many times where I've been like, I wish his dad would be on the same page with me so he could tell this kid this, and that way our household would be easier. I won't be repeating myself 1,000 times, because that man already put that in this kid's head. And men are men. You know how girls is girls. Men are men's men. Guys listen to guys more than they will listen to a woman. They respect a man more than they will listen to a woman. So my son be like, whatever, it's this girl telling me what to do. I don't care. He wants to hear his dad tell him what to do, or he needs to hear his dad telling him what to do. He needs to hear his dad telling him to clean up his room and take out this trash. You know what I'm saying? He hear me telling it, and he thinks I'm treating him like a maid.
See, but I want you to think about what you said. You said,
is that true, Mariah?
your kid wants to hear.
Okay, so we
their
got
dad
Mariah
say
on the
it.
back
It
end.
can't
She
just
got
be
kids,
any
and she
man. It's gotta
agree
be
with
a
us as
man
well.
that they respect.
Yeah.
Respect
their
is a
dad,
major
their
component.
Uncle, a man that they see
As a figure,
important,
a role model.
Yeah, an
Because
important man.
you don't just want to listen to any man. They want to listen to a qualified man.
Okay,
A
so
man
how
has
do
to
you-
qualify himself. Men aren't just a man. You have to become a man.
Yeah, but little kids don't know that. If I had a bum in the house and the bum told him what to do, he would listen to those and he would follow those bum rules, or he would go behind that, just because he don't know. He's a kid, but all he knows
Exactly.
is there's a man. It's just a man.
Well, that's
they
not
looking for a
entirely
man.
true.
They
There
not,
are kids that do see men and they do know that man is not worthy of respect.
at what age though?
Not
It
at
just
I'm
nine.
talking about a
It just
5,
depends.
Not at
6.
nine.
Because
That is
let's be
Yeah,
honest.
not a young kid.
There are some kids.
No, they
it's
don't know.
not.
They don't
They
know.
don't
They're
know.
kids.
It
They don't
depends.
know.
They don't
That's
have
why
a
they're
dad.
kids.
They looking
It
at
don't
any
matter.
man.
Yeah.
The kid ain't
Because there
gonna
are
know
kids-
from a dude
They don't
walking
know.
up if
They
he
not
fails.
gonna know.
They don't
If
know.
you are a weak, effeminate dude, they're not gonna respect you to the same degree.
Maybe
That's
when
just
they're
Okay,
not-
that's
13.
different. Weak. Okay, wait. Weak,
Right.
feminine, and acting that way. That's a different story.
That's my
But we
point.
talking about.
But that's what I
but
mean
nobody's
when I
gonna
say
argue
not
that
all
point,
men.
but to what she said, of course, not all men in that aspect, Roy. We with you on that. But a bum versus a good dude, the kid ain't gonna
Now, if it's a
differentiate.
bum but he has masculine qualities, then yeah, I can see
Okay,
that.
but check it out though. So what if the dad, the real natural dad is, you know what I'm saying, a man, and she broke up with him and got with a bum? You know what I mean? So now he's trying to figure out, should I listen to this bum or should I listen to my
He
dad?
gonna listen to both.
Exactly. That's what
He's
most
gonna
kids will
listen
do.
to both.
Yeah.
But he's
Because
gonna
the
listen
woman
to
is
his dad
making
more.
him listen to the bum though, because
Yeah.
she likes
And
him.
see, here comes the problem with that. You have one child being molded by two different men that have two different qualities, two different types of perspectives on life.
Right.
And they're likely going to conflict with each other. And men, we're territorial. So,
Right.
you know, it's like if I want my views in that child, you know, if it's my child, I want my views in my child. Now, I want my child around them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Telling them, hey, you need to move this way. Like, no, it's mine.
Well, y'all
Get
should
away.
get to work to stay together so you can be with your kids.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's real talk.
But
If
at
you
the
wanna
same-
talk about
but, you
that,
know, but-
I know it ain't perfect. I know things happen the way they happen, but you got a lot of times, especially in this day and age,
Yeah.
we are divorcing people because we're bored. There's no structure, there's no care, there's no
love.
resilience to want to keep going. There's no love. Say it again.
Right, there was no
there's
love.
no love. So
Yeah.
if you decide to put yourself in that predicament, I don't know what happened between y'all, right? But if he decided to step away and not be there, you can't get mad because you're gonna want to be with somebody one day. You might want to have another child. You're gonna want to live a life with someone, right? And you want that kid to have some type of father figure in his life. He can't get mad at you for doing that. Just like you can't get
Yeah.
mad at him if you bring another woman in his life.
Yeah, he's had few. And I'm not mad.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But how do you teach past that though? That's the thing. It's like, okay, so the few that came through and she was trying to teach your child something, like at a certain point, that's when you want to reset your child as well though, right? You understand what I'm saying? Like if your child
What do you mean
learned,
by like reset?
like, okay, say you learn, like your child learned from the bum or the guy or whatever the case may be that was with your woman.
Reassert your dominance and hit the reset button on the kid.
And be there more, because
That's what-
whoever's
that's what you're
there more
essentially
is
saying.
who he's going to latch on to,
Mm.
unfortunately. And sometimes the dads don't be there a lot.
Right.
They don't care.
And
Or-
that's what I'm saying though. I feel like would you be against having your son with his father at a certain age?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was going to ask you, do you agree
What
with the
I
way,
do.
like at 13, 14, 12, how you going to go stay with your dad?
Yeah.
Is that something you're willing to do?
Yeah. I haven't been able to just because I feel like my son's father maturity level and priorities weren't aligned or in order for me to trust my kid with you. I can't have another one of you.
See, but here's the
Okay,
thing.
that's valid. That's
But
valid.
see, here's the thing. What did I say on the other episode? In due time, when it comes time, he might be ready.
Yeah.
And when he's ready, he's gonna do what needs to get done.
Right, and that's
he can
my
go
point.
there.
Right, that's my point. So like, there's a certain time to where it's like your son is automatically gonna want his real dad either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether he didn't latched on to the bum, latched on to the rich guy, latched on to whoever you had around him, he still want to know like, okay, well, where's my dad though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants to know where he comes from.
Yeah, I don't look like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's been great for these few years, but I still want to have a connection with my father. Like no matter what. Like so that's what I'm saying. At a certain point, I'm just really speaking to the mothers and the people who feel like keeping their child away from the father is a good thing, and it's like that's not okay because he still needs to know the flaws and he needs to know why he do what he do regardless.
See, but the reason a lot of women do that is because they like the control. They like the power it gives them.
Absolutely. And honestly, that's the only reason why they doing what they doing is because they want control, they want power over that man. And the whole time you talking about giving up, but it's like she's impossible. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not giving up. It's like, why would I go to jail because she's mad at me? Like, I'm not about to do that. And now I'm throwing
what
away
do you
all
do?
our lives.
What do you do?
Like I
a
told
certain
you,
point, we
sit
have
back,
to-
you become your own man, and you wait on your time to shine. You know what I'm saying? You stack your bread up, and you become the best man you can. So when your son see you, he know like, oh yeah, that's my pops. You know what I'm saying?
At a certain point, we have to acknowledge when we see the unstoppable object.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they get to a certain age, they know what's going on, but they don't know you. And you got to play catch up with all that time.
And that's okay.
Look,
And that's okay. And he'll understand why. And now he's at an age where he's old enough to where you can break down like, listen, me and your mother, we wasn't getting along. We would fight all the time. It was toxic. I didn't want you around that. She didn't want me around you. I didn't want to be around all of that when I had what I had going on, you know what I'm saying? And I had to go get right and mature myself in order to even put you in my, you know what I'm saying, have you in my radius or have you in my situation to be able to raise you like I know you need to be. And anything that you learned that wasn't supposed to be learned, like you here to correct that with me.
like at a certain point, we have to acknowledge when we can see an unstoppable force heading directly towards an immovable object.
Right.
At some point, we have to acknowledge when this is happening.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. And as a man, like as a father, you're supposed to be knowledgeable about that within yourself too. Like, you know what I'm saying? To where like, okay, I'm at a point where I can take care of whatever situation my son is dealing with, but the mother got to be on board too, though. You know what I'm saying? And you got to reach some kind of understanding at some point, because like, look, having a kid first and foremost is a life changer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to figure shit out. The
Yeah.
mama trying to figure it out, daddy trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? The parents trying to figure out what's going on.
So
like,
let me ask you this: you said the mother's not on board, right?
which one?
Just as an
In
example,
general, right?
Okay, so here's my bigger question: why is the mother not on board?
You said why?
Why is the mother not on board with the man that she chose to have a child with?
A lot of times they're rebellious.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Real talk.
fam. I think to a degree you not wrong, but let's talk about the other side for a second.
Well,
That's
of
not
course,
the
we
vast
got to talk about
majority.
the other side.
But you're not wrong. So to some extent, they're rebellious. They don't want. They just want to have that control. Cool, but you got some dudes that just not for the kids. It's just not. They don't feel like they want that. Like she just said, I don't want my kid to grow up and be like his dad. His dad ain't mature enough yet.
Right. But she was with him though.
Yeah,
That
you
is
shouldn't
true.
have
You
did.
I
can't-
was in high school and I was 16, so I didn't know no better.
Yeah, right.
It's
but
different.
it's
Yeah.
Well,
right.
that's
If y'all was the same age, he didn't know no
But I'm
better
a little
either.
older.
But see, here's
and I'm
what's
the oldest
crazy.
child.
women mature
It's-
quicker than men.
Here's what's crazy: it's women in their 30s make the same mistake.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. And y'all,
and that's what's
it's
so
not-
crazy about it.
That's the simp part though.
You ain't got no control over who this kid's dad is. It's kind of your fault.
Yeah, it is. She
Yeah,
has
after a certain
100%.
age, for sure.
Yeah, she has 100%. Right. You can't say. Right. You was right. You was feeling him at first. You was feeling him when he was in that midsection. How you don't feel him now?
That's what
And
I'm
the-
saying.
and
It's like as a woman, you have time to figure a person out. And it's like, if you haven't had enough time to figure this man out before you decide to have a child by this man, why did you have the child? If you didn't have you operating off of incomplete information, and you're engaging in an act that's going to lead to one of the biggest, most life-changing events to ever happen to you.
Right, exactly. So like, so that my thing is like, let's stop having the but she didn't know. Like, nigga, she knew.
At a certain point,
The
it's
oven was
like-
open. She opened the oven and put some biscuits in there, fam.
No,
Come
I'm
on,
with
man.
you. It's not that I don't.
So let's
understand that.
stop. Let's
Normalize
stop
so
that.
more.
Is what I'm saying.
There is a
There's
lot,
so
and it's
much
like
Let's stop that.
because
though.
we know that, right?
Here's
Okay,
we
but
know
but
that
we not
they do.
dissecting that
'Cause
part.
here's
Like,
what I have a
no,
problem
that's
with.
a given. We talking about
That's
what's
not a
already
given,
there.
man. That's not
if
a
anybody's
given.
denying that something wrong with him, we know that's there. That woman made whatever decision that she made. She
Right.
did what she did. She
Now we
stand
can
by it.
talk about what the
She
man
be
is
held
supposed to
accountable,
do,
correct?
but
She
at
be
the
held
same
accountable.
time,
And she will be naturally with that child. That child gonna wake her up every morning and remind her like, hey, that wasn't the best decision.
let me ask you this:
That wasn't the best decision.
if a fish is a fish when you first seen the fish, how long do you wait for that fish to breathe air until you realize that fish is not gonna breathe air?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You just, like, my thing is like, okay,
And the reason I'm asking this question is because if you choose a man that is substandard, how long are you supposed to wait until you realize this man is substandard and he's only going to be substandard?
but see, that's what I'm saying. Though. Y'all giving too much power to the women because majority of the time, it ain't the fact that the man is substandard. Whole time, it might not have been a good woman for him in the first place.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like we said, having a good woman the whole time. Like sometimes we get with the woman just because she got a nice body.
And
we
we
decided-
can,
And she's not even a
always
good person.
And we can
decided
always
to
talk
nut
about.
in her, and we knew how she was too.
We didn't know how she was. We just knew that ass was fat. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay,
That's the problem, too,
so
though,
here's
like, who-
so
Yeah, it is.
But that-
I'm not
but
saying
to
that.
be
I'm
fair,
not saying that
that
ain't a
is a
problem,
problem.
but I'm
Both sides,
saying
I feel you.
That
I'm
is also
talking.
a problem.
I'm
I'm
just
with
letting you know. I'm just saying.
We didn't
that
do
is
the work
also
to
a
know
problem
everything
because here's
about.
the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be vulgar on this one. A fat ass ain't gonna raise your kids.
Say that again.
A fat ass is not gonna raise your kids.
But we not thinking about that at the time.
It doesn't matter. You still got control just like she do.
Uh-oh. Not wrong.
And here's
Right, yeah.
Because here's the reality, fam. Yes, women got their stuff, but men do too.
Absolutely.
We both. Now I will say this: women have the final say. But here's the thing: as soon as it leave our body, she got all the control.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you don't want her to have control,
Put a condom
don't
on.
let her have control.
Put a
She
condom
poked
on.
a hole in the condom.
Take it out of it.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
But you didn't. First of all,
Stupid.
where she had time to do that? If the condom came from her,
Come
from
on
your
now.
wallet,
Come on now.
oh, so you gonna trust her with
Come
her
on
condom?
now. What you talking about?
Oh, what a shame.
Nah. Well, hey.
Oh, what a shame. You fell for the old.
What if the
I got
condom?
it, baby
Hold
trick.
on, wait a minute. What if the condom just came off? First of all, the condom slipped off and the situation happened. You can't.
Stop.
All right, Kanye West.
I'm
The
just
condom
saying.
slipped
though.
up.
I mean, it happened.
The condom slipped
It
up.
does happen.
It happens.
Right.
It
So
does
we gotta
happen.
hold
There's
each other
circumstances.
accountable. You're not wrong.
Right, but,
It happens.
But we, you know, I mean, I made that out. I made that choice. You know
Why,
what I'm saying?
Respect.
why
I
are
made
you in
that
an
choice.
untrustworthy broad anyway?
Because she looks fucking good. What are you saying?
Okay,
See,
cool.
see,
Okay,
see,
wait.
see,
But I'm just
see,
saying, though,
see,
that's
and
how it
here's the
go.
thing.
I got a
Stop
good question.
rewarding bad behavior just because it look good.
I got a question. Me
Stop-
and my girl
stop
was talking
rewarding
about
it.
this the other
No,
day.
I get you, but
wanna
that's the
talk
point.
you want to talk about evil spirits, but you letting them in.
Woo!
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to
We're-
talk about dealing with
we're
evil
human.
spirits, but you letting them in.
we
You
human
can't just let-
beings, man. We humans,
Okay,
bro.
well, stop being a human being and start being a human doing better.
Yeah, for sure. But absolutely, you got to learn how to be better. You know what I'm saying? You got to make lessons. Everybody don't grow
You
up.
choose better. That's how you do better.
How do you choose better if you don't know better? Like she said, she
you
said she
learn?
didn't know
It's
better.
called it's
We all
called
know
learn
right
from
from wrong.
other people's mistakes.
Absolutely. That's what we're
That is
doing.
a choice.
Right.
To see somebody's situation and to decide, I don't want to be this. I don't want to go over there. I want to go somewhere else. That's a choice.
Right.
Just like women got choices, men got choices too. We all got choices.
When you're a certain age, you don't know certain stuff.
You are right. But
Yeah,
that
but we agree at 16.
But
we
here's
agree at that. But we talking about grown women and grown men making that decision
we're
at 30,
talking
like you said.
But at 25, you know how
But you're
sex
right.
work.
You're right. At certain ages,
At
you don't
25,
know.
come on, at 25.
You
At
know
25,
how
you know how
it-
sex work.
Of course, you.
5, you still just outside running the
Right.
No,
that's
still
at,
within-
at
See,
25, no, see,
But we not
see,
we
at
not
a
saying
certain,
that's okay. You go out
18,
here, you
hey,
sticking it in everything,
hey,
walking
hold
in
on,
nothing.
hold on.
That ain't what we said.
Hold on. 18-year-olds vote. I don't want to hear it. 18-year-olds vote.
Y'all
That's the
voted for
problem.
fucking
I wanna hear
Biden. You only had Biden and fucking Hillary Clinton to vote for, though. Niggas
First of
like
all,
those
Biden
are
and
bad.
Trump.
It don't matter.
That
those
was Biden and
they're-
Trump, and then it was Hillary
and they
Clinton
were bad
and Trump.
choices. Either way, nigga, you were
Voting
subjected
was
to
still
vote.
voting.
I got a question. Let's get back to what we was at. I got a question for you, cool. Me and my girl was talking about this the other day. Why do men give women so much leeway just based off how they look? Obviously, you know she look good, but why is there not anything else? Why is this man she look good? I'm trying to break it down.
Because I mean, the first impression is everything.
Lust in
Like,
the moment.
yes, it's the moment. I mean, and
So you gonna ruin your lifetime over a moment?
yes, absolutely.
Let me tell you something. There are two
You don't
types
know
of
what
women
you're
in this
doing.
world.
I'm
A
wait-
woman, bro. You do not make children with moments.
But you
make
act
children
like
with
it don't
lifetime
happen.
women.
What do you
know-
mean?
we
Everybody
know
don't
what
do
happened.
that.
We know what happened. We know that.
She may have.
No,
not
see.
talking to no woman if you know if she ain't attracted to.
Right. Exactly.
If you don't look good, I'm not even finna walk up on you.
Exactly. And that's the problem with
But
people
that
now.
don't mean
But-
go do it and not know the woman though. That's not what we saying.
It don't
We get
matter.
that.
Like niggas try to force like niggas try to like we was just talking about last episode. He was trying to force the situation with triple roses and all of this because he liked how she looks. He don't know her from a can of paint, but he was willing to give her everything
And he was
had.
an idiot for it.
Okay.
Did he even get it?
No, we don't know. But all I'm saying,
No.
Thank you. He didn't get it. So why is he relevant?
okay, no,
He's
but
a failure.
no, because we bringing
Shutting
it
him
up.
from the history books.
But okay,
he's a loser.
okay, he's a loser.
Some
But at
guys
this,
just don't know.
yeah, he's not necessarily a loser. He could have provided everything to have a great childhood. He might have been rich as hell, had money. She just didn't like him.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
Hey,
and nine times
guess
out of
what?
10, a majority of the guys who are good guys aren't the ones the women are having kids with.
Yeah.
Look at Stephon Diggs. Look at all these other situations where these women are having babies by niggas who ain't shit, but they love these ain't shit niggas.
That is true. But
90
that's also,
hold on,
and that's also
hold
a
on,
choice.
hold
And
on,
that's also
hold
a
on,
choice.
hold on.
I'm agreeing with you.
It don't
but
matter.
that's also a
but
choice.
the woman is
woman-
choosing though. The
Yeah.
woman is choosing the man. The woman is choosing the man.
Yep.
The woman chooses the man, right? She
Yeah.
has the choice, right? You can
She
be
has the final
You
say.
can be the best man
She chose
possible.
to get pregnant.
But
She
she
chose.
don't want your ass.
The final say of who get the fuck.
Exactly.
Yep.
The final say about marry you though.
Exactly.
You got the final say of nothing in her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She got the final
No,
say.
but you don't
But
even
you
have that
shouldn't-
final say.
Nah, that's
You
not
don't
even
have the
true.
final say.
Hold on, hold on.
You
Wait
don't
a minute.
have final
Wait a
say.
minute. Hold on.
You
wait a
don't
minute.
have that.
Hold on.
Leave it in. Are
You
you
don't
kidding
have
me?
that.
Are you kidding me?
You don't have that
Hold
choice,
on.
nigga.
I will say this.
No, you
What?
don't. You
Do you
don't.
know how many I
You
had
can
I
only
pulled out of?
exactly,
Hey,
but that
women
was
out here
that was
fishing in
her
trash
choice.
can for the
That
condoms.
wasn't your choice.
They out there. They fishing.
I'm telling you, bro.
They are fishing in trash cans for the condoms.
Yes, bro.
they-
That's
if
not
they
your
want it,
choice,
they gon'
bro.
get it.
If your mama ain't tell you to grab that condom and throw it and flush it down the toilet or take it with you, then what you doing?
Exactly.
That's-
Some people don't have that.
How you think you
They
got
don't
here,
have
nigga?
that.
What you mean? Your mama didn't say that.
Well, mama was with somebody at the time, fam.
Nigga, that's how you got here, though.
We talking about making rash decisions off because she looked good.
I
That's what we
understand
talking
that, but
about.
90% of people why they're here
Hey,
is because they made
women
a rash
do the same
decision.
thing when it come to men too.
So then, okay,
let's
wait.
be honest.
Okay, Paul, let's back it up then. If we doing that, we need to be better as individuals and do better with changing our mindsets while we having these broken homes. Think about it. If we just going through just
That's what I'm saying. You can't fix
but
it.
we
It's
talk-
already
we've been
happening.
talking about fixing.
You
We've
can't-
been
but I'm
talking-
saying, though, you
he's been
can't-
talking about fixing for a
You
while. That's the point.
you can't make people choose the better option. Is what I'm trying to tell you. She's gonna choose who she wants. He might not be the perfect person
So
to
why
have a
did you
child.
choose her?
Who me?
Why did the
I
man
told
choose
you.
her?
I told you why I chose her because I thought she looked good.
But that can't be it. That's my question.
It wasn't
to you.
it. I thought
That
she was
can't
gonna be
it.
better. I thought she was gonna change. I thought she was gonna be better. I thought she was gonna be
See,
exactly.
that's your first mistake. If you see a box, it's gonna be a box. Do not expect it to be nothing else.
It wasn't a
Don't
box,
expect it to be
though.
nothing
It just
else.
wasn't.
See, this is the
It
problem.
just wasn't my box.
See, you know what you
Oh,
sound
that was
like?
good.
You want to know what you sound like? I can change him. That's what you sound like.
No, but that's
the
not what.
sa-
But
it's the
that's
same
but that's
thing.
not what I'm saying, though.
I can change him.
No, because a lot of times.
So if you is you yeah, that's a good question.
'Cause-
She asked, are you messing with her potential?
Nah, see, you looking for a hoe and telling her to stop.
No, that's not true.
Woo-wee.
Nah, hell no. That ain't no. There was potential there, but the potential was never reached.
Cool, you telling me you meet somebody for the first time and you willing to have a child with them because they look good? You gonna leave it in?
That's it.
No, I
That's
mean,
all
because
it
I've been with several women that look good and I didn't leave it in.
Exactly.
So that's
So why
not
did
the
you
case.
choose that one?
You see how you had that? You see though, you had
No,
that
no,
control
but-
because you could have left it in and just she look good.
But-
it is what it is. You
But,
coulda-
but you saw more value.
But
in-
you seen
It wasn't
but,
even-
Hold on. By
What
you
made you
leaving
not-
it in, you saw more value in that one than all the other ones.
Nah, that's not even the case, though.
What was the case?
You don't think so?
What was
I
the
know
case?
so.
What-
They're-
why
they're-
did-
So why
they're-
would you
why'd
leave
you
it
leave
in
it in that
one and not the other 7?
Yeah. What was the determining factor? Tell us.
It was damn near impossible to pull out the
What
one
do you
I
mean?
couldn't. I'm just saying though, it's some impossible pullouts out here.
For the rest of your life?
It was some-
For the rest of your life, Cole?
I can't even lie to you. It
For
was,
the rest of your life?
it was worth the death sentence. I'm not gonna lie. Exactly, I know that.
You ain't never just been hitting and you just said fuck it.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. That ain't what no, wait. That's not what I'm
they're
saying.
not realistic.
Wait.
Right, they're not being realistic.
I'm not gonna ever act like I'm a perfect person.
saying,
Wait,
you never just-
pause though. The
Condoms.
the woman that I was with, and we made that mistake. We was on the same page. Let's go to CVS and quit playing. That's what that was. And
To be fair,
we was on the
she
same
can change
page.
her mind at any point. and that's it.
Exactly,
But she didn't.
right,
She took that
exactly.
pill.
No,
I already knew that. That was already set in stone.
man.
That's what that was.
Oh man.
Oh man.
For a man to bust in a woman.
It ain't far fetched.
Hell no, it's natural. It's more natural than anything else.
It ain't far fetched, but he did it with one. Cool, that's cool, right? But you got men that do it with 6 or 7 different women that don't even know him. At what point do you blame the man? No, let's take responsibility.
But
At
the
what
woman
point
can
do
say
we
no.
blame the man?
Hold on. But if a woman knows that this dude is sleeping with this guy, or he got X
love
amount of
shifting.
baby
Right,
mamas,
how many? Right.
at a certain point, because you got to think.
How many women got several
You gotta
baby
think.
daddies?
So like, take a
How
look
many
at
women
Future.
got several baby daddies?
Take a look at
Oh,
Future.
okay.
Both ends, you
Take a-
right. But Morgan, okay, wait, Morgan. You asked the question: are women supposed to follow the man? Who's supposed to lead the women? Who should be making the better decisions?
Making all these decisions, what makes you think women are going to
Men.
be the right ones?
So
Men, because at the end of the
Cooley
day,
did the
we're
right thing.
leaders.
He did it with one woman and not 7 other women. But you got men out here that's doing it with 7 other women, expecting a different outcome.
But I will tell you this though, it is a lot easier to control monogamy through women than men. I will tell you this, it's easier, and the reason why is because if you put the standard, let's say you put the standard on if you could only put the standard on one sex, right? If you put the standard on solely men, okay, there's always going to be that small group of men that can populate the hell out of most women, because most women tend to want a very small subset group of men. How many men do you know got X amount of baby mamas? 10, 5, 7, 8. All these different baby mamas, because they getting chose. You can have 98% of men be completely celibate until marriage, but these 2% could literally impregnate 20% of women. Easy. Because men are built different
Right,
on a
they're
biological level.
Right, and they're naturally built like that.
Whereas if you put it onto women, it would react differently, because it would force all men to have to step up to a certain standard first. Because at the end of the day, women control access. Anything outside of that is considered rape.
So we're the reason for broken households?
Men?
The men?
It's a
Yes.
multitude of factors, but we are all.
Okay,
both men
hold on,
and
what
women.
he just said. So Cooley, you said yes, men, by what you're saying at
Right.
a subset level,
Yes.
men are the reason for broken households.
And the
Men
only
and women.
So
yes.
then-
no, just men. Really, just men.
We are the reason for
a
broken households.
small subset of men.
There are women that
small
step
subset
out,
of
but
men.
majority,
But
and that's by what you're saying.
Most men do not have the level of sexual access to create the amount of broken homes that we see.
Yes, because we the ones gotta be able to, we don't to keep you, we don't have to keep you. You only give me access to have sex with you and we can play house and shit like that, but to ever make a family but I'm gonna marry you and shit like that, she ain't gonna ask me to marry her.
Oh, so you're saying. Men hold the power.
They hold the power.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm
okay. So as far as like women hold access to sex, men hold access to marriage.
They hold access to power, like she said. We hold access to power. We have the power to impregnate multiple women at once.
We do.
If a woman
We
sleeps
absolutely
with
do.
7 different men, she got to figure out which
She
one
got to
is
figure
the
out
baby.
which one is the.
But if a man sleeps with 7 different women, he got babies
He can
by
get-
all of them.
yeah,
so
he
that's what
can.
I'm saying, though. He holds the power, but at the same time, the power is in the man's conversation. She has to know what that man's plan is before, you know what I'm saying, they into doing any of that. So the man got to be able to lay it all out up front. And that's the problem with men now. They lie to these women. You know what I'm saying? They go sleep with these women, have sex with these women, and get them pregnant. And the whole time, they never planned on being with this woman in the first place.
they lie because they get rewarded for it.
No, yeah, of course, because women, they rather be lied to than be told the truth. Like, if I told these women, like, look, I
You can't
want to
lie about marriage.
it ain't about marriage. I'm talking about having kids. If I told this woman, like, hey, I want to have sex with all 7 of these women,
if
have
a
kids with
woman
all
said-
7 of these women,
if
and
a-
have them all at my house, like, how you think they gonna take that?
If women literally said, I am not having sex without marriage, then literally most of these
How
issues
many
could be
women are
alleviated.
doing that?
And that's the problem. See,
Exactly.
See?
So that's what I'm saying. That these are the options that women are giving us, to where it's like, oh, I don't really care about marriage.
we
can
both
do
have
what we
options.
gotta do.
The reality is,
No,
we
but
both
I
have
understand. I understand we got options, but I'm saying though, when you lay it out on the table, 9 times out of 10, that's not the option she's gonna want to take. Even if you keep it
That's
all the
her
way
fault.
up front
If-
with it.
If she can't be disciplined, that's her fault.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the ball is being put in her court when I'm like, look, I just think you look good. I just want to hit. I just want to.
See, let me explain something to you. If I'm undisciplined and I get a whole bunch of females pregnant, guess whose fault it is?
It's yours.
My point.
Right.
So if I'm a woman and I recklessly have sex with a bunch of men and
But
I
it's-
get pregnant by one of them and I don't know who the father is, guess whose fault it is?
The man's?
Still the same.
Is it still the man's fault?
Still the woman's fault. Because she knows how many dudes she slept with.
Right,
She
but
didn't have to let all those men sleep. She could have just let one, and she would know exactly who the
exactly.
father.
But that's where she's giving up her power, and that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all is that the women
But
don't.
she still got power. is
No,
my
she
point.
don't though. She
does
don't.
have
She don't.
Unless she is getting great, she has power.
No,
She
bro.
chooses.
Okay, wait,
not-
pause.
Women- women
real-
gonna
real
choose.
men talking about it. What do you think as a woman sitting up here?
Okay, what
do
do you
you think the women have power? Give them. Do you understand what we asking, or you want them to reiterate their
Yeah,
point?
what's your question?
Okay, say your
So
piece.
do women have power in terms of who they choose to have sex with?
Yes, we get to choose who we have sex with, and we get to choose who we have babies with.
Absolutely.
A smart woman. Not everybody is smart.
Not everybody's smart.
Yeah. What else?
Straight to the business. I like that.
No,
Straight and concise.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if they have that power, so like, I don't understand.
Great power comes with great responsibility.
Absolutely,
Let's be honest.
on both ends.
So in other words,
On both
just
sides,
like men,
though.
this is the problem. This is the issue with this conversation.
What?
Nobody is saying that men don't have their responsibilities. We're just putting an emphasis on the fact that women have their responsibility to it too.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I was saying
but we
earlier.
can never talk about women's role
No,
without ever coming back to, well, we got to go back to the men. It's like we can't ever just say, hey, women have this responsibility.
which is what?
Choose wisely.
Right. Right. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we're undervaluing the masculinity in general because one, I guess men have really ruined that. And that's why everybody trying to blame it on the man to why we're growing up in broken homes because you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like, why are you blaming these men when they have the choice to choose the man that
They get to have a baby with.
exactly. So how is that on us if she's doing the choosing?
I mean, at the end of the day, if a woman is choosing a broken man to have a child with, how can she be surprised when she ends up with a broken home?
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, so the father, she chooses the man and ends up with a broken home, and the father just gets the leftovers of that.
The
Unfortunately.
leftovers
Right.
of that. What do you mean, like leftovers?
Like gets the bad end of the stick.
Right. He has to fix
Everybody
that.
deal with
well,
whatever
here's
she
the
come
here's
with.
the reality. Everybody gets the bad end of the stick of that.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The mother is overworked and underappreciated.
The child
The
gets
child
the
is
bad end.
underdeveloped.
Yeah,
The father is not fulfilling his role,
Yeah.
and society has to suffer the consequences of that on a collective level.
I agree.
Everybody suffers it. Like, and I'm gonna end it on this. Like Tupac said, thug life. The hate you gave little infants F's everybody.
Yeah, kids are the future.
And that's why they need to be with their dad at a certain age. That's all I gotta say.
That's it. That's all, y'all.
That's it. That's all.
But-
I don't even know what else to say.
I want to thank y'all for coming. I want y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe, and wrap it up as we wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrap it up,
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
wrap it
that.
up.